Um,
That's hilarious footage.
Hold on. Should I turn it up at all? Is it loud enough? Okay. Oh yeah, because you got, okay. You control the microphone.
Alright, so let's take that again.
I'm Randy Mendelson. I'm a clinical psychologist.
What, should I look in the camera or at Eric?
On the camera.
Okay. My name is Joe Maiulo, and I'll be talking about classic rock.
I'm Vicky Chriumbolo. I'm a freshman, and I love music. Classic rock is good. I like classic rock. It's mostly upbeat. Makes me feel good.
I guess classic rock would be anything, any kind of rock that took place after the Beatles and before 1980.
You know? And then sometimes I'm on the down low and I'll listen to some slower classic music. Whatever fits my mood.
What it makes me feel? It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I don't know. I like it. It tickles my fancy, if you will.
Sometimes I'll just be sitting there and a song that I listened to a while ago, it might just pop in my head and I'll start singing the tune.
Sometimes I need to dance. I can't stop dancing sometimes.
I'll just turn on the radio if I'm reading in my room or something. I'll just turn it on, see what's on.
Well, the Beatles specifically make me think of like being little, because my parents used to always play it around the house when I was like, 4, 5, 6, and so that, I guess that's maybe that might be why I like them so much, because I had a lot more fun when I was 4, 5, and 6, and that's when I used to listen to the Beatles.
They range all around. They have some like heavy songs, they got some slow songs, got some crazy instruments like sitars.
Your personality is mostly genetic, somewhat affected by environment. So your general demeanor, traits, attributes is genetic. However, on a day-to-day basis, your mood is almost always reflected by the environment.
I'm just saying I will blow this documentary up. I'm Amanda Stefano, and we're going to talk about modern rock.
Hi, my name is Justine Chokia, and I like modern rock.
Hi, I'm Maria Napo.
And I'm Jen Murray.
And we're interested in modern rock.
Hi, my name is, Amelia Earhart. I like modern rock. I get radio raves from Z100 to my island, secluded.
Modern rock is probably best described as rock music that is played on the popular radio stations today, like G-Rock Radio.
G1063, also known as G-Rock Radio, and it's G106.5 in Ocean County, is my favorite station, and I think they play modern rock.
I listen to modern rock music probably about every single day, like every day.
Yeah, me too.
24/7, basically.
When I listen to modern rock music, I usually sing along loudly and rock out, if I may.
I also rock out, if I may. And physical responses, is that what you asked? Yes, definitely. I'm always tapping my fingers, drumming the steering wheel. People in cars next to me are laughing at me. It's ridiculous.
Modern rock does provoke a lot of feelings for me.
I mean, it gets me through hard times and makes me very happy all the time.
It just makes me happy. And sometimes sad, because some songs are very sad, but I never cry. So, just happy. Yeah.
I don't want to sound lame, but sometimes I'll be like crying after a song if I just had a really emotional day or broke up with my boyfriend. I'll listen to a song and it'll relate to it, especially rock songs, because they're all about that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You know, you've got the pump up songs that you listen to before games or meets or whatever. So you definitely have the different genres, and they can, you know, help with your feeling, help what you're feeling and everything.
Yes, listening to modern rock does make me think of memories. Probably like all the time, every time I listen to a new song, if I listen to it like later on in life, I definitely like remember like the first time I heard it.
Specific songs I would say do. Probably when I'm listening to Bon Jovi, I feel empowered, because I listen to him whenever I'm upset about something, which isn't that often, but when I'm really like mad or upset or sad, I listen to Bon Jovi. But then when I'm really happy, I'll listen to him to kind of make me more happy. So I guess all the time. And
Usually when I hear certain songs, they definitely provoke a lot of memories. Whether I used to listen to the song like years before, like the same modern rock song, it'll take me back to that like one moment where I remember listening to it years before. And then if it has certain lyrics in it that relate to what's going on, it'll make me remember just certain things in my life that are happening that it feels like the artist is almost writing those memories down.
Alright, modern rock, or just like any music I listen to basically, does reflect my personality because I usually like more fast-paced music. For, like, I don't know, I'm a more fast-paced person. Like, I like to relax and have fun, but when I listen to music, it's like my time to just like let loose and have a good time.
Well, I know that ever since I was younger, I went to a lot of concerts because of the music I listen to, and especially now that we can like drive ourselves to the concerts and we don't have to wait for our parents to pick us up, it definitely influences like what I do on weekends and everything.
No.
That's the last question.
You know, being an engineer doesn't make you serious. It's rather you're serious, and therefore engineering is a good career to go into.
Welcome to my interview. I'll be hosting my interview. Hi, I'm Tyler Gledhill.
I'm Patrick Burgess.
Hi, my name is Roland Eckstein, and I like and I play a lot of folk rock music.
Folk rock music is, or my interpretation of it would be rock music that takes its roots from American values.
It's a way of capturing an audience for, 3 to 5 minutes or whatever, how long you're playing, and just, telling them a story and kind of giving them an insight to what you're feeling.
It's almost like poetry with a guitar, and you don't comb your hair.
Here we go.
I listened to very many different types of music, and there's just something about folk rock that kind of spoke to me, and when I listened to it, something just kind of clicked, and I realized that was the music that meant the most to me and had the most impact on me.
There's two definitions or defined folk rocks. There's the kind that's sort of more upbeat and has just more than a guitar, and then there's your just guy with an acoustic guitar, messed up hair, sitting there on a stage by himself with a bottle of water.
Yeah, Bob Dylan was like the pioneer.
Or CSNY.
Donovan.
Or Buffalo Springfield.
James Taylor.
Or the Traveling Wilburys.
Some of the upbeat songs will get me bopping my head and tapping my foot and kind of wanting to dance around.
The tapping of the foot, folk rock a lot of times has a steady, smooth beat that kind of underlies the song.
Folk rock music is more like easy listening.
I would say I do feel emotionally affected. A lot of what I listen to is a lot of Bob Dylan.
Reminds me of back on the farm in Louisiana. No.
The way he writes his lyrics, you can kind of make you very sad or very happy or very angry.
Sort of like a happiness.
It's calming music. and it's, you know, uppity music, and it's good music to, you know, makes you cheerful.
Sweet Judy Blue Eyes makes me so happy.
Very rarely will I listen to a song. I can't actually think of any examples that I'll listen to a song and it'll remind me of a particular time or place or event.
When I'm whittling, just brings me back.
Geez, I listen to folk rock music and play it as often as I can.
I actually like listening to music while I fall asleep, kind of a habit I've developed, because it's a nice time to kind of listen to it and reflect and think about what the music's really about.
I keep thinking triste, but that's Spanish for sad.
Cool.
Music doesn't affect your mood, personality, bearings, whatever. It's the other way around, that your personality decides or picks out for you what kind of music, what kind of stuff that you listen to.
Is my crotch visible?
Shut up! I got that!
My name is Peter Van Brunt.
I'm Jen Lewis. Hi, I'm Sam Day, and I'm going to talk about alternative rock. It's rock with a twist. So it's not just generic rock, it's got something else that's a little bit different.
Well, I think of it as music that a lot of people don't really listen to and that you find on your own.
I think some people kind of enjoy saying they listen to such and such and everyone else going, I've never heard of them, and it kind of becomes like, you know, whatever, you're the guy who listens to this stuff.
Usually music in general makes me happy.
I mean, if I'm in a bad mood, I listen to some of it to make me feel better. And I have a whole playlist on my iTunes that's for going to sleep, because it also helps me go to sleep. If that's emotional.
Usually is a little bit deeper than something you'd hear on like a strictly pop station, which I don't mean to discount.
It makes me feel happy to dance.
I guess when I'm listening to it, you know, like every time you listen to stuff, your foot moves.
That's probably the best way to express either a foot tap or like a kind of knee pat, if you will, and I think you will.
Will I dance 95% of my time and for most of my life, and that involves all different sorts of music. So I suppose that in that way, music has been very influential on my life.
It probably hasn't really done that. Actually, maybe it has, because what if I listened to like pop music, I probably wouldn't be how I am.
But really, I guess it's the emotional kind of angle, like songs that you identify with.
All right, well, I listen to music pretty much all the time.
Every day?
Almost every day.
I always like pretend that songs are about me.
During this time period, this album sounds like that time.
A lot of the music that I listen to reminds me of New Zealand, because a lot of it I listened to in New Zealand, and it was happy times, so.
I can tell what kind of car a person will buy or what kind of clothing they will buy by their personality. Different personalities lead to different car choices, different clothing choices, different shows you'd want to watch. So the same thing with music, that each type of personality, each type of trait will tend to lead towards picking out a certain type of music or genre to listen to.
We'll do this for an hour.
Okay, please let's. I want to hear
All right.
one more cool song that I can help with.
Got a feeling inside. Certain kind. I feel hot and cold. We're down in my soul, yeah, can't explain. Dizzy in the head, and I'm feeling bad. Things just blah 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 blah. I wish I knew the words. Vivid dreams again and again. You know what it means, but can't explain. I think it's love trying to say it to you. When I'm feeling blue, but I can't explain. Can't explain. Alright, what else do we got? What was that one song? song that I